bitches be fans. Drop a pack after a man and then I go hold hands with them. Really crazy sandals. Crazy, hoes act scandalous.
Okay, we are on the flight. We have 7 hours till touchdown. Can't be too loud because there's other people here, but 7 hours. Check out the suite though. This is my first time flying business ever. Check this out. Look at this. Got the TV, got the leg rest, got the controls right there for reclining. This shit turns into a whole bed. We got a bunch of stuff here. I don't even know what they gave me. I got a Saks Fifth blanket. I got a kit full of a bunch of stuff. Let me see. I didn't check this yet. Socks and shit. I got a pillow, towel, TV, charger. We're about to post up. Maybe get some work done. Maybe sleep. I didn't sleep a lot. And then see you guys on the other side. My storage down on the camera, but I fixed it, so that's a good thing we got that out the way. That way I can actually record the rest of the trip. But I think dinner's about to be served because they came by, they pulled the tray out, and they put this big piece of paper on it. So dinner should be served pretty soon. Other than that, I looked through the bags, nothing really special. Eye mask, super clutch. I have to get some work done. I haven't done a lot today, so I'm gonna post up, eat something, and then get to work for a little bit. I mean, we have 6.5 hours till we land, so we're gonna bang out, see as much we can do, maybe get some rest before we land, because when I land, it's gonna be 7 a.m. and might as well start a new day at that point.
My heart been telling me yes, mind been telling me no. Lockdown, I've been inside, long time I ain't been on my home. When they call, don't answer the phone. I just wanna be on my own. I get up and get in my zone. I can't explain this feeling. Everyone said that they love me, liars simply don't know the meaning. My shorty keep it simple. I got her, don't need to please me. My songs, like my feelings, in the bank, but I can't release them.
So guys, we made it to Switzerland. My boy's flight got delayed. He's coming at 3, my other boy's coming at 6. So now I'm just gonna roam around alone. We're gonna head to a coffee shop or something probably. See what we can find, but yeah, we're here at least. Take a look. Apparently in Switzerland they have Uber, which I did not know, because I got here and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a taxi, whatever. And then I looked at the Uber app and they have Uber, so I'm in Switzerland Uber right now. But another thing I noticed is everyone here drives a Mercedes for some reason. Like, they're just like local cars. They're either Mercedes or Prius. Is weird. But yeah, here we are. We'll see you guys at, maybe we'll go to a coffee shop. I think I just picked the first cafe I saw that had a couch, because I'm tired and I've been sitting in an airport chair for 2 hours waiting until this flight got delayed, and I don't want to wait anymore. So I made it to this coffee shop. I don't even know where I am. I went to this hotel. I'm like running around like I'm homeless. So I went to this hotel. They didn't have a spot. Well, I thought it was a coffee shop. I went to a coffee shop, but it turned out to be a hotel. I got a coffee, and then I found the coffee shop was right next door. So now I'm in this coffee shop. It's super busy. But I have a few hours to kill. So I'm gonna chill here in the meantime until 4 more hours, and then go to the place. Should we go look at it and then bring all this shit in? Or
I think we should look.
I agree. I should go look at
Let's
them.
first find the key. Oh.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, I'll split the house too. I don't think this is the fucking. I don't think this is the right front door. Where are you guys going? Yeah, I found it. It's this way. That's
Okay,
no. Well, there's a pin that hides the key. Does anyone have a 4-digit pin?
Do you have the key? You have the
It's
pin.
in the. No, I don't have the pin. I thought y'all would have the pin. I didn't book the B&B.
Never mind.
There's no bedrooms up here.
I want to
No.
see the cinema, the saw.
There's one. Yeah. Yeah, shit is low-key huge. At least we finally made it. It took 12 hours to get here. This is the sauna, no? Yeah, this is the bathroom.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I saw this picture in there.
This is where the ghosts were.
You guys could have had 16 girls over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is definitely where the ghosts were.
Genuinely.
This is the ghost room right here. Alright. They got a they have a PS5 in here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, bro. That's literally zero business this week.
Yeah. Well,
You down to play?
I have calls, but I'll play tonight. I'm free today. To the second floor, dude. Oh, the sauna's right here. Steam room, sauna. Alright, good morning guys. It is the next day. L Vlogger. I messed everything up. I'll give you guys a recap of yesterday. We were just running around, so I didn't even get to really record anything. Basically, went to airport, waited for the friends. Friends flight got delayed. Friends came. We went grocery shopping. Everyone went grocery shopping. Then our last friend's flight got delayed. Showed up after. Went back to the airport. Then we had a 2-hour drive to the villa. Made some food, which you'll see the shots of earlier. And we were all so tired. I was no sleep for 2 days, so I was just gone. But I slept my 8 hours today. I woke up naturally, which is great. And right now it is 9:35. I don't know what's in store today, but I do know I have a shit ton of work. Let me show you guys the calendar real quick. The good thing is the time zones here start a little later, so 2 p.m. is my first meeting. That meeting's 2 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. right now, so that's kind of what I'm going to be working on for most of the time. Pop them on the laptop, do some deep work, obviously show you guys now the view that it's the daytime. I can film some ads. I'm going to show you guys everything live too, so if you want to get into the business world, you'll kind of have a good bit of a description on everything as well. But yeah, basically that's what we're going to do. Post up on the laptop now for a little bit. By a little bit, I mean the entire day. We'll probably end up going somewhere sometime pretty soon. It's usually how it goes, but take you guys with me for every step. Let's get into today. Guys, look at this view now that it's the daytime. Look at this. Oh my god, that shit does not look real. Now you see everything from the houses down there, the clouds, big ass mountain, absolutely insane view. We have mountains all around us right now. Look at that. So nice. Alright, let's get to work. Come back out. Let's talk a little bit about the story, because we are in the middle of the mountains in Switzerland right now. The view is absolutely insane. The place is absolutely insane. None of this feels real, but how did it get here, right? So starting off, I mean, where I started off personally, because I don't think I've ever shared this on the internet before, it was around 2 to 3 years ago now. It's my first big leap in business. I always knew I wanted to do business when I was younger. I had a YouTube video. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had YouTube videos when you were younger as well. It's normally like a life path for people that end up getting into business, but I always thought that that's something I wanted to do. So when I first started off online, I was a video editor. That's all I was. I started off by learning how to use these basic platforms and edit other videos for other creators. I would make $10 per clip, maybe $5 per clip. I was honestly taking whatever I would get, and I would take every opportunity. And that's one of the major lessons I learned very young, starting off in the business world, was never say no to an opportunity, because you will have so many opportunities throughout your life. God places so many opportunities in your path. A lot of people just don't take them. Why? Because they let their ego get in the way. They think they deserve more. It doesn't matter. Even if in that circumstance, someone was like, yo, $1 for edit, and I personally thought I deserved so much more, I would have said yes to the $1 edit. Why? Because it was a chance at something more. It was a chance to better my skill set. It was a chance to the next level. Take every opportunity that is given to you, and do not take any for granted, right? Because you only get a limited amount in this lifetime. Now, for making around $50 to $100 a month as a video editor, I transitioned it into a video editing agency. So after my first year learning the skill set, trying a bunch of different things, getting into video editing, I turned it into an agency. And the way the agency works is basically I would edit videos for another person. He would pay me $30. I would pay 15 to another editor to do it, and I would keep 15 for myself. And that way I was managing, wasn't doing any of the work, but I was still making the money. Now at that point, I started making a little bit more, maybe 2, 3K a month. Started landing bigger clients, took it to around 10K a month. But still, at the end of the day, I was the one managing. I had to sit there, I had to explain the vision, I didn't have the skill set to hire the proper people, so they weren't matching the vision. So it was too much work in the trenches every single day still. And that's another important lesson I learned at this part of the journey, is the importance of delegating. The fact that you need to find someone who can do your job for you rather than you doing everything yourself, because you should only be focused on the tasks as a business owner that are going to take your business to the next level. So whatever is going to get you from that 10 to 20K to 50 to 100K. And most of the time, 99% of the time, most of the stuff you do in the day does not get you to that, right? All you're doing is the actual internals. Maybe you're sitting there for 2 hours and editing a video. Like I've had clients that sit there to this day and edit their videos themselves. And I tell them, I'm like, bro, get an editor. Why are you doing this, right? Because this is a low level task. It's something that can be outsourced. Whenever as a business owner, you have a task that someone else can do, it should be your number one priority to get them to do it. You should never do that yourself. Now, after the agency aspect, I was like, okay, this is doing well, but I'm still too involved. So what can I do? And I had friends from high school. They started seeing I was doing well. I just exited high school. I was in my middle years of college and they saw I was doing well. So they started reaching out like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I see you're doing this business stuff. I saw you're posting. Like, what is this about? And these are friends that I don't have anymore, but friends that I thought were my friends at the time. And I was like, okay, sure, let me put you on game. So I started teaching these guys. I was like, listen, what you do is very simple. It's just blah, blah, blah. And I started teaching the actual mechanism and the components behind the business itself in terms of how to get to that level. And they started implementing it. And pretty soon, sooner than later, they started seeing results. So friends started hitting 5K months, 10K months. And I was like, oh, wow. Like I took the skill that I have that I already knew and I turned it into a business that now I'm teaching other people on. And that right there is when I discovered the industry of info. Now, info is, in my opinion, is the best business model out there, right? Because there's a couple reasons. Number one, you have 90% profit margins. You're not paying nothing. Everything's digital. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have products you have to ship out. You don't have returns. You don't have cancellations. None of that. Everything is digital and everything is systemized. Now, the next thing is it is a never-ending industry. I get so many people that sit there and try to have the conversation with me on info is going to run out or it won't always be the best or there's other business models out there. What they don't realize is this. Think about a book. A book is a source of info. It's just written on a sheet of paper. And how long have books been around? Think about school. How long has school been around? School is info. You go sit down, you take notes, you take tests. So all of this is info. Info has been around for as long as we can remember. We just don't frame it the right way because nowadays people think of info as like, oh, it's a course. I have to sell a course. It's just information that's on the internet that helps solve a problem. The same way that when you read a book, you're looking for something as an outcome, whether it be entertainment or value. Same way when you go to school, you're looking for something like a degree or the actual knowledge and skills that's going to make your future. Info has been out forever. This is not something that's new. Now, when I started to actually understand what this component called info was and how it worked, I could turn my existing skill set, something I already had, I knew for years, something that I've been doing since I was a kid, and everyone has a skill out there. Right now, you might have that mental block of, oh, maybe I'm not good at anything, or this isn't technically for me, or I can't sell something because I don't really know what I'm talking about. Everyone is good at something, bro. You could be good at working out. You could be good at making food. I've seen people run info on dog training. If you're good with dogs, you can run info on training a dog and make multiple 6 figures a month. So I found out that all I really needed to do was have one thing I was really good at and package it the proper way to demonstrate it to the proper audience. That way they would know I'm the go-to person for this exact problem and solution. And I built a fulfillment system around it that is foolproof, meaning anyone that came in had all the value, everything they needed to start from wherever they were and take it to that next level that they bought from me from. And once I packaged my exact skill set into the proper offer and marketed it the proper way, establishing myself as the only credible person to actually go and take them on that journey, the money just flowed in. So after launching my info company, after the agency, I started making around 50K per month, just off of that, just off of teaching people along with making the 10, 20K per month on my agency. Now, people call this a scam, right? They're like, people say that course sellers make more money off the course than they do with their business model. And that's completely fine. That's how it should be, right? Because when you're running your own business model, that's one business. I have 5 clients of my own, but I could have 100 people that I could teach the same skills to. They could all have 5 clients of their own. And then within that exact business model, we'll still be making that 10K per month kind of average. But at the same time, I'm also making money from them. So not only am I making 20K a month off my actual business, but I'm making another 50K over here because people are paying me to learn what I'm teaching them about the business model, making 10K a month on their own. So now after I ran my first info product, and I was like, wow, this is like, I mastered the game. Like I knew what I was talking about. I was like, since I already know this, why don't I just start teaching other people in other industries? And I went from kind of that content space to social media, to sales, to whatever the circumstances are. And sooner than later, I realized that it really is the same core elements. The core elements are this. Number one is making sure that you have the proper offer and the foundation. So making sure you know exactly what that skill is, what you're going to teach, how you're going to teach it, who you're going to attract, what is the solution that you'll provide. The second thing is conveying that. So now that I know what that is, how do I show the rest of the world that that is what I do specifically? And how you do that is through the proper branding, have the proper content, have the proper ecosystems built in place that position you as the go-to person for anyone looking to solve the problem that you solve. Now, the next thing is when these people actually come in, having the proper system so they know how to communicate with you and how to actually get into your program. So having the proper system so when they come in, getting them onto a book call for sales, actually getting on the sales call, closing them, and then fulfillment. Fulfillment is the most important part, making sure they get the results. If people are paying you, they're not getting results, you'll be out of business. It's simple. You get called a scammer, you're done right there and then.
them. Making sure that everyone that joins sees the value, sees what you're providing, and actually benefits from it is the best way to grow, obviously, because the whole company is based around that in the first place. Once you have those 4 components and you understand how to work them, you can literally take any skill in the world, whatever it is, and turn it into a profitable 6 to 7 figure info company. And that's exactly what I did. That brought me to this point today, where now it is, I think, 3 p.m. right now. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I played video games since I woke up, made some breakfast and chill, and I get to live like this with this type of view every single day of my life, wherever I choose, whenever I want, and with whoever I want at the end of the day. It's complete freedom.
No, we should go.
How big is it?
This one without.
2,000 years later.
What's up, guys?
You don't gotta be point blank. What's up, guys?
I remember his hands and the way the mountains look. The light shot diamonds from his eyes. Hungry for life, thirsty for the distance. River.
Snaker. Stop being a fucking snake.
Yeah, wait, I was kind of confused too. I was like, what's he doing?